Let's talk about our Baltimore girl, Miss Angel Reese.
Yeah, man, Angel Reese, there's a reason why she's the top trending topic right now in the country. One, because she's from Baltimore, but two, she put folks on notice, folks, that Black women should and can do anything. And I'm just glad we're having this conversation, Reeta. I'm a person that's been covering women's sports, since the beginning. I'm not one of these newfound folks that just found out how great women's basketball is. But I'm glad Angel Reese is standing her ground, speaking her ground, even to the highest house in the country, Reeta, saying, Dr. Biden, I don't like that. We don't do seconds in Maryland, all right?
Okay.
Either you win or you don't.
Right. Exactly. Speaking of Dr. Biden, she was on the I Am Athlete podcast, and they talked about the situation with Dr. Biden, suggesting that both teams go to the White House. And she didn't feel very happy about it. And then Dr. Biden then apologized for that. And Angel had some thoughts about what she had to say regarding that.
Even the whole White House thing, did you sit back with your team before you responded to it? Because a lot of people loved exactly how you showed up. You showed up unapologetically. Yeah. I know you love that word right now.
Me too.
And you showed up as yourself. You didn't go out there and put some political statement out there.
Yeah, no.
You said, we're not coming, period.
Yeah, period.
Right? How calculated was that? Did you have people sitting around and like, hey, how should we respond?
No, that was
this?
from the heart. That was from the mind. It was that. That was what it was in the moment. I mean, as soon as that happened, we hit the group chat like, what we doing? Y'all trying to go? Like what? Because if y'all don't, we not going. And my coach, she's telling us, just be patient. She got this, and that's why she came out with that statement this morning. We made a lot of phone calls, and that's why she wants to come out and apologize. But at the same time,
the damage is
I
done.
don't accept I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't accept the apology because of you said what you
Jill
said.
Biden.
Yeah.
First
the
lady.
wife,
First lady.
yeah.
You said what
First
you
lady.
said and you meant what you said.
I said what I said, and you can't go back on certain things that you say. I mean, you felt like they should have came because of sportsmanship, right? They can have that spot. Like, we'll go to the Obamas. We'll see, I'm gonna see Michelle. I'm gonna see Barack.
Hold on. So did you guys speak to the First Lady?
No, apparently she was supposed to come to our locker room before the game, but we said no.
Before the game?
Yeah, she was supposed to come to our locker room and go to Iowa's locker room. I don't know if she talked to them. I don't know if she did, but we said we didn't want to. We didn't want her coming to the locker room. I think Joe Biden had put somebody else to win a national championship. He didn't put us on his bracket to get out of Baton Rouge. So I was like, bet.
Oh, you weren't even on the bracket.
We weren't even out of. No, we didn't even get out of Baton Rouge. I think that he said we were going to lose to Michigan or something.
So Kelsey, those are her thoughts. She felt some type of way, apparently. She got a lot of backlash, Dr. Joe Biden, and then she apologized. And so she's not very accepting of that apology. And look, it's her prerogative. She can do what she wants to do. Angel has already said that she is unapologetically who she is. I think that this is multi-layered because I think that Dr. Biden was trying to, I don't think that her intent was of malice, okay? But the problem that I believe is that there's a difference between how we view male sports and how we view women's sports. And I think in this situation, Dr. Biden was a little bit delicate when it came to women's sports because we view women as soft, delicate, and not competitors, not athletes. So it felt right to have the winners and the losers be there because they're women, because you wouldn't have done that if this was men's sports. So for me, I think that that's the disconnect. And I know that with the conversations of race that we've been having the past couple of days about Angel Reese, with the situation of Caitlin Clark, that also doesn't really help what Dr. Joe Biden did, essentially. Your thoughts?
I think you hit it right on the head, Reeta. Dr. Joe Biden, she tried to play mediator, right? She tried to play middle ground. Like, okay, she probably saw the conversation that was happening. So in her mind, she tried to be a first lady. I think it'd be like, okay, let's invite them both. Not realizing it's the competition, Reeta, and the thrill of the game. That's why these girls play. You have to earn that invitation to the White House. Reeta, I live in D.C. A lot of folks would like an invitation to the White House. How do you get an invitation to the White House? It's earned. You don't just hand them out. And I think what Angel Reese is saying is, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Obama, who don't live too far from me out here in Northwest DC, can you add about 12 extra place settings to your dining room table? Because our team wants to go there. We don't want to go where we're not welcome. And going on to the race issue that you talked about with Angel Reese, so often Black women, Black athletes have felt that they've been in spaces and places where they're not welcome. And I think Angel Reese is saying we don't need that celebration. We won our championship, and we rather celebrate where we are welcome, where we're celebrated and not just tolerated. And, Dr. Jill Biden, she's trying to backtrack, but, we hold things personal, Reeta. We don't forget that. If anything, it might be ammo and fuel for this LSU squad next year. Because remember, Angel Reese is a sophomore, 20 years old, and better believe they're already thinking about running it back. Angel has loved what she's been able to do with this LSU program under Kim Mulkey. And so I think all that to say, I think there is a double standard. I mean, Caitlin Clark touched on it, and I'm so glad she did, Reeta, and I've gained so much more respect for her. But Angel Reese should be able to be her full self unapologetically, and the world embrace that, just like we do men. And in men's sports, people like the bad guy, the villain, the one that makes, everything better. And even Steph Curry, right, Reeta? Someone we praise when he does a little sleep move. We enjoy that. We cherish that. So why in women's collegiate sports should that not be accepted?
Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget, you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.